Hey guys, Dale Jr. and I are back in the Dirty Mo Media studios, finally with Tim's. It's been a while for another episode of Bless Your Hardt. We have a fun show for you today. Cussin, betting, and bubble tape. Let's get started.
Cussin, betting, and bubble tape?
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, tell us about all that cussing, Ralph.
Cussin. All right, first off, so we have the drink of the week.
Yes, our drink of the week this week I got from a gentleman off of Instagram. His name is Jared, and he sent me a recipe for something he drank at a racetrack. He said it was excellent. It's called the Orange Crush. So it's sponsored by High Rock, of course, and you have 1/3 cup freshly squeezed orange juice, 2 ounces of High Rock vodka, an ounce of orange triple sec, crushed ice, and then you top it off with lemon lime soda, and it is supersonic.
That's great. Yeah, pretty tasty. Visit highrockvodka.com if you want to score some of our vodka, which is winning awards all across the country. We just won double gold out west about a couple weeks ago. Visit highrockvodka.com. It's a locator on the website to help you understand what liquor store near you has a bottle you can go grab. Or there are some states where High Rock vodka can ship directly to you. So, you know, that would be an option too through the website. So drink responsibly, and you must be 21 or over, of course. So all the cussing. One thing, so sometimes me and Amy, how we do this show is like this. There's a shared note in our iPhone, and me and Amy live our life, and when we see a moment that we think is funny, humorous, silly, stupid, whatever, we flag it and write it in that note. And we just jot down like a quick reminder so that one of us, we don't really get too descriptive in the note, so that we don't ruin the conversation that we could have live here on the show. And we want to get our genuine reactions to stuff. But sometimes I write stuff down on there that I don't even know how to work into the show. And last week there was a note on there. So we go to our beach house during the summer, and I feel super fortunate that we get the chance to go do that and can do that. And so, you know, we're around the coast of South Carolina. I raced at Myrtle Beach. I'm very familiar with that area and all of the surrounding areas like Monk's Corner and Somerville and all that. So it's a really comfortable place for me. But we're down there in the summer, and I'm now working in the summer broadcasting, so I got to print some of my work. I got a printer that I took off of my bus, and this printer says every time I try to print some documents, so when I print for my notes for the races, it's 15, 20 pages at times.
It's full of stats and bullet points and different things about the drivers, the track, anything you might want to know.
That's right. And so I'm always, printing all kinds of things during the week that I'm getting from Racing Insights and so forth to prepare my notes and just information for the weekend. And so every single time, so if you got 15 or 17 pages to print, the damn printer defaults to double side. And it annoys the me because I keep forgetting to uncheck that, and I print everything double side, and I can't use it double side during the race broadcast.
Most people find the double-sided print to be a perk, right? Because we don't want to waste that much paper.
Saving paper.
Yeah.
And he needs it to be single page so he can just lay them all out flat and shuffle them around. He's just not stapling them at the corner and flipping back and forth, you know?
That's right.
So he's madder than a hornet every time he goes in there to print off his work.
I mean, that's wasting paper.
And now we've wasted paper.
Defaulting
we truly have
the printer
wasted
to
the paper.
double side is a clear issue. So all you printer people out there, Hewlett Packard and whatever, can we just not default to double side? I want to send that message out there. Maybe over the course of the next decade, we can shift away from that sort of setting. And because
maybe we just need to laminate some instructions for Dale to put in his office so that he can remember to unclick the box. It's kind of like when you remind me that you need to uncheck that box when you're buying something so they don't send you emails constantly. You probably that's what you have to do. Like, you have to unclick the box before you hit go.
I'm learning. And one day I'll learn this way. I'll get adjusted to doing it this way, and then they'll wise up one day and change that setting, and then I'll have to relearn the other way.
Maybe we should just get a new printer.
But this this leads to a conversation around for all the married relationship people out there. You don't have to be married. You can just be in a great relationship with your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and you need to know, like, I guess there's probably a lot of things that people always say, like, man, if they do this, you got you a keeper, or if they do this, they really love you, or if they do this, you better hang on to that person. Well, one of the things that they need to do that they should do every now and then is let you rant. So, like, you know, you've had, you know, something bothered you. You woke up on the wrong side of the bed, whatever. It's just been a crappy day, or you're just annoyed. It's been a great day, but you're just in the mood. The other day, I was so freaking annoyed.
He's sitting on the couch, though, not saying anything, but he's got this aura of pissed off around him, you know, and I can tell that he's really annoyed, but I'm trying to figure out, like, is this something he needs me to help him with, or should I just wait for him to come to me with it? Because at some point it's coming out, right?
Yeah.
Is it something I need to deal with, or is it something that's really unrelated to all of us? Like, should I leave it alone? And finally, I'm just like, you know, you look like you're really annoyed. What's going on? And he goes, I'll tell you what's going on. And he stood up. He said it in a way that I thought maybe I was about to get attacked, because I was like, oh, shit, I don't know what I did, but maybe I did something wrong. I just don't understand. And he starts marching around the living room, just ranting and raving and throwing his hands around. And I'm like, this is almost entertaining. I know that he's needing to get all this steam off his chest, and he had legitimate reasons to be pissed off. He really did. Mm-hmm. It was like a pile on of stuff. But I was kind of entertained.
That felt so good.
Yeah.
At one point, he's over there talking to the fish tank. Like, he's
wow, he's
just talking. Did you even realize you were doing that?
So the you know, what I was frustrated with was nothing important, nothing serious, but it, you know, kind of you suppress all that stuff over time, and you feel like you can't complain because you don't have anything to complain about. You're in a good spot, life's good, work's good, and so you don't think you have the right to complain, so you don't, right? You don't complain at work. You don't, you know, there's somebody that did something, maybe that's just some frivolous thing that you're like, God dang it, why'd you have to, you know, you don't put that there. That's not where that goes. You put it over here. We all know it stays here. This is where everybody else puts it. Why do you move it over here? And, you know, just people have habits about themselves that they're just not the same as you. And you can't make us fuss or stink about things like that. And I had been piling up a bunch of stuff about silly stuff like that. And I got home and I was like, I'll tell you what the hell is pissing me off. And then I stopped and I said, are you sure I can do this?
I'm like, yeah, go ahead.
And she's like, let it rip. And I was like, all right. I mean, this don't, you know, this is gonna, you might stop me and go, Dale, this is nothing to be mad about. Stop.
Well, there were so many opportunities to stop him, but he had another issue. Like, there was still like another thing he wanted to talk about. So I felt like I just needed to let him go.
Man, it felt good.
It was awesome.
So
it's hilarious because as soon as he was done, he's like, oh, I feel better. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
It's all he needed.
So yeah, like the next day was a better day. The next day was an even better day. Like yesterday, I had an incredible day. Like one of the best days that I've had in a long time. In an environment that's it's usually really stressful and anxiety-ridden for me. I was at a photo shoot, and I was out of my element, and I was around a bunch of people that were, I was, just feeling a little
He wasn't
pressure.
around like his typical racing community.
Yeah,
I was feeling
a little pressure to nail it, and man, I went in there with a great attitude and kicked ass. But
he left the house a little mopey, and he talked himself into having a good attitude as he was flying in.
Yeah,
he's like, you know, I'm looking out the window, and I see all these beaches. He's going down to Florida, and he's like, it's so beautiful. And I realize all my problems are so stupid. I should just have a good day. I'm like, that's exactly right. Choose joy and have a good day. And he said he did.
Yeah.
It's all about your mindset.
Everybody, listen, if you're in a relationship, a really good one, it needs to be a good relationship, not a new one. Don't do this with after 10 dates. Yeah. But if you're in a good relationship, you should every now and then, maybe once a month or so, just let your partner unload and just sit there and let it happen. That was one of the coolest things that Amy could have done for me in that moment. I don't know that, she does all kinds of little, gestures and acts of service and all these things all the time. But that was like low effort for her. All she had to do was sit there and listen. But man, it was so helpful.
Well, we did learn that in therapy. So our therapist told us years ago, she said, you always have to remember that if you need help, to preface when you're talking to, especially, she told me men feel like they have to fix everything. I'm like,
that's right.
I find that to be ironic because I'm the one doing all the things. Like
right.
I need your help,
yeah.
but I only ask when I need your help. So like that was hard for me to learn. But I feel like I've learned that enough now to know that you're just venting and to let you vent. So like,
yeah.
if you need help with something, girls, listen up. Apparently you're supposed to say, hey, honey, I need your help. Can you listen to me?
Boom.
Or, hey, honey, I'm so annoyed. I just need to vent. And then you can turn your ears down and not really listen and then just let the person go. But apparently that is a real tool that's actually helped us, which we're not even doing. We're not prefacing it anymore. We kind of know better.
Yeah.
But it took us a while.
Dude, I'm telling me and Amy had this awesome therapist named Jane, and incredible lady. Incredible. Like I've been in and out of therapy all my life and for different things, and working on different stuff. And sometimes you'll go to a therapist and it just isn't working. And you're like, I just fix this myself, or it's just not a connection with that person. We had this great relationship with her. She came to our wedding. Like she was one of those.
She was more like a life coach. Yes, we had this awesome picture of us walking down the aisle, walking out, and she's standing right there.
She was the reason why all that happened.
Yeah.
And so, but she told us she told us a lot of awesome advice. But one of the ones we remember. So I would come. I'm around Amy. We're together. Going through this relationship, and I would start complaining about something, and she might start complaining about something that happened to her or that she's not happy with, and it might not have anything to do with me. And I'm like, what do I need to do? Just tell me what to do. I'll fix it.
Like on guard and uncomfortable.
Yeah. And my reaction is to go, just give me the order of what specifically it is that I can do to fix this and erase all this stress or fix the whole problem. I'll fix it. Tell me what it is. But sometimes she didn't need me to do that, and sometimes she would tell me things just so she needs someone to hear it. And so we would get in arguments when we're really
this is going awry. Why are you getting frustrated?
Yeah, we get in arguments. And I'm like, well, just tell me what to do to fix it. I can fix it for you. And she's
just
like,
shut up and listen.
Just shut up and listen. And we would get into these little weird conversations that were going nowhere. And then we'd be mad at each other.
And we're mad because we're mad at each other.
We're mad because we're mad. And then we're
so stupid.
And she's like, listen. She's like, if you don't need Dale's help or if you don't need Amy's help, you got to start with, I don't need you to fix anything. I just need to vent. I don't need you to do anything. Like, cause you'll have like Amy or I might have a problem with somebody, right? And then I'll be like, man, this person pissed me off. Well, Amy's reaction is to go, well, I'll handle this. They have pissed off.
Not anymore.
They've pissed
back in the day.
Well, no.
We've calmed down a little bit with that kind of thing.
Yeah, but like, I'm
mad too with that person.
Next time I see that person, I'll handle this. And so, but so you got to preface it like, I don't need you to do anything. You don't have to get involved, but I just wanted to tell you what happened, and I'm mad about it. And help me understand how to get over it or get through it. And so those little that sounds silly. That sounds insignificant to say, hey, I need your help before you go into the dialogue about what you want to say, right?
Yeah.
Or, hey, I don't need your help. I just need to tell you.
It changes the tone of the entire conversation.
Because the person hearing it goes, all right, I can relax. She doesn't need me to fix anything. I'm just going to listen. And I'm just going to I'm just going to hear it and help her sort of, calm down or whatever. And so, yeah, that stuff was really helpful. But man, if you're like having a stressful day and piling up or you feel like it's piling up, like, if your partner can be like, here, man, just unload. We're sitting here getting ready to have dinner, and you're in the house or whatever, just sitting around on the couch. Just get up, and march around for about 20 minutes just cussing at everything that you're mad about and everybody. And boy,
you can also do this when you're alone.
No,
it's not unallowed to talk to yourself just the same, especially if you live by yourself or whatever. If you're by yourself, you can do that too. It is very therapeutic just to like get it out of your body.
So it's different for men, I think, because like in a race car, we have a button. We can talk to our crew. We can talk to the world. A guy cuts you off. You can say that ass, but it's not as good, or it doesn't feel. You don't feel the relief unless you mash the button and someone hears you say that. It doesn't care. It don't matter who hears it. Just someone needs to hear it. That ass that just cut me off. That guy, I'm gonna get him. If you say it without mashing the button, it's like it wasn't even said at all. And so, while Amy, I think you're right. You can march. I do. I march. I cuss to myself, or I hit my thumb, or something breaks and
stub your toe.
I'm like.
Yeah, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, I'll walk around just like, not super loud, but like if I'm walking Gus, sometimes I talk to myself louder than I probably should. Yeah. Just to like get things off my chest. And as I'm saying them out loud, I realize how stupid it is to begin with. And then I feel better. Sure. And I don't think about it anymore. Well,
I like getting out of my chest, but I need you to hear it.
You just want the attention.
I need your attention.
That's what it comes down to.
Yeah. So back to school shopping. I know you've been doing a little bit of that.
Yeah, so the girls are going back to school in a couple of weeks, and Isla's got her list. And so I take the girls while you're out of town to Target to do her back to school shopping. And there's this like perfect little section in the back of the store. And so me and all the other moms with their kids are back there kind of like politely just like with our little list, like going from the thing to the thing, because they're kind of the same, you need the pencils and then you need the pencil bag, and they're all just perfectly like right next to each other. So you kind of hit this spot, then you turn and you go to the next spot. And so you have to be kind of methodical about the way you're moving through here. But I've got Nicole in the cart because I just knew better than to let her free willy-nilly.
Oh, yeah, because there's all kinds of fun little kiddie stuff.
Yeah.
Even the school supplies are very
they're
kiddie
fun.
And fun.
Yeah. And then Isla has her list, and I'm making her read off what she needs, and she's helping me pick out her things and put them in the cart. And so it just was nostalgic for me. There are so many cool things now. We had cool things growing up too, and they've gotten kind of, I feel like, more rigid about what you're allowed to have in school, just so it's not such a show and tell. Mm-hmm. But we did have a little bit of, leaning over the cart to grab at this and that, the other. Isla's dead set on getting a new backpack, even though she has 30. And so like there was a lot of like, excuse me, there was a lot of trying to wrangle their thoughts as we're trying to like get the things and get out. And like all the other moms were all chuckling at each other because the kids are all doing the same things and they're all wanting these like shiny purple things. And it's like, nope, we have to have this red folder and da-da-da-da-da. And so it was just like a fun learning experience, a fun moment for me. Last year, I got on Amazon and just ordered it all. Yeah. So I didn't have to go through this. And this year I was like, you know what? I'm just going to, Isla's reading now. I'm going to take her. I'm going to make her pick it all out herself and make her read through the list. And I think that they both enjoyed it and it was pretty fun. But the experience for me was honestly far less stressful than when I went as a kid with my sisters and my mom. Yeah. I mean, she had 3 of us to do, but don't you remember like wanting to get the Trapper Keepers and like all that fun stuff and like what design you got and everybody's digging through all the shelves and there's like a mess of stuff everywhere? Yep. It didn't look like that in the store anymore. What do you remember going back to school shopping? Yeah. It was like a chaos. Everything I feel like it was chaos. Little things mixed in with other things And I don't remember getting like a hard list from the school either. It's just like get your school supplies. Yeah. But it was so much. I feel like that's because it was so basic back then. Like you needed pencils, number 2 pencils. You needed erasers to go on them. And because the little tiny stubby erasers are going to break off or get ripped off. And you're going to get a spiral notebook, maybe a Trapper Keeper. The click open note, binder. The binders, yeah. But otherwise, it was very. There wasn't a whole lot of creativity in the school supplies back in my day. So I feel like there was in my day, like the 80s, the late 80s, early 90s. Like, you could have unicorns with rainbows, like all the fun, like. Yeah, but I was older. I was in senior high, so we weren't doing rainbows. Oh, we had all kinds of random fun stuff, like. We weren't doing Excite Bike. The clicky pins that had all the colors around the top. That you click the color, you know what I mean?
I got one of those right now.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
The one I had was white, and it was honestly kind of fat to
We
hold.
did.
It
Yeah.
was like,
Yes, I had
yeah,
those.
it's like there's all kinds of stuff like that, and
Yeah.
it usually broke, and then you didn't have a pen.
Yeah.
Well, you sit there and clicked it forever.
Yeah, you were sitting there messing with it. So they've omitted the opportunity to have any of that fun stuff in your school box. Yeah. So
Really? That sucks.
yeah, it kind of does suck, but
I remember that pen that had all the colors in one pen, but I never really remember using anything. I remember just clicking it and having it, and everybody having one, and we'd take it apart. And
Yes,
then put
the
it back together
springs,
and take it
yes.
apart and put it
Yeah.
together.
why did we do
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
It was just too easy. It must have come apart pretty easily.
I needed to like modify my spring.
Yeah.
You know,
Did you stretch it out? I always stretched mine out too far, and I couldn't get it back
stretch
in
it out
there.
and then try to get it back. You're like, oh man, now I really got a good spring in this thing now.
And the only ink color that ever worked was the green one, which is the last color you wanted to use.
Yeah.
The blue and the black never worked, and the
Yeah.
red you couldn't see it.
Yeah, I remember white out. Remember,
Oh yeah,
Remember we used to.
I used to white out my fingernails.
Really?
Yeah, in class.
Oh my gosh.
That's kind of stupid. Girls do.
Yeah, I remember whiteout. I remember when whiteout like was not, I'm sure it was invented way before, but I remember the first time I saw it and I was like, holy crap. And then you could write on top of it,
Yeah.
you could,
The original whiteout, though, you had to get it on there really, really nice
Mm-hmm.
to be able to write on top of it. Otherwise, it was like chunky, and then you rip
Yeah.
the paper.
Yeah.
When they had the tape, that was,
Oh, the tape
The tape was
whiteout.
really
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I forgot
but it
about
clicked
that.
too, so
Yeah.
like it made a lot of noise.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, kind of. Sometimes I would get embarrassed making noise in class. I know that you didn't because you were the class clown, but I didn't want attention at school, and so I didn't feel comfortable doing that kind of thing. But I remember playing with the whiteout.
I remember the number 2 pencils that had all the NFL teams. And so, I always had to have the Washington pencil and Chargers, Chiefs. I remember all of those. Those are pretty cool.
I don't remember having any cool pencils.
Yeah.
I just remember never having erasers. Like never ever being able to erase
I'm
anything.
trying to think of other cool things. Like, I mean, the
When you were
backpacks.
really young, people had those crayon boxes of all 64 and the sharpener in the back.
I know.
Yeah.
But they
That's when you
were,
knew you had
that was
money.
a flex move if you came to school with a 64 pack with a sharpener in the back.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's got
Yeah,
money.
I never
Yeah.
had one of those.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Did y'all ever use the pencil sharpener on the wall?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I used
Yes.
to do
I
that.
wish they still had those.
Yeah.
I used to borrow a pencil just to do it because
Just-
I wanted to get up and walk.
Yeah, it's very satisfying grinding it through that thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
They don't use those anymore.
Oh, that sucks. That was a staple.
You buy the pencil sharpened already, and then like you're supposed to go to school with like a box of 20. So like I don't think they ever really sharpen anything.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. They're not even supposed to have a little sharpener in their pencil bag. So
Really? You just throw out the pencil when it's done?
they just throw it out, or
That's
they
a
stick it in their
waste.
backpack and bring it home.
Yeah, I don't remember much.
I don't
I'm trying
know.
to think of other cool things that we had or used in school. I don't think I ever really had a trapper keeper.
I did, and it fell apart. And then my mom wouldn't buy me a regular binder. She's like, "You should have taken care of that thing." I'm like, you're probably right. I should have
Yeah.
taken care of that thing.
So bubble tape.
Yeah, bubble tape. So here's the ending of our shopping experience. The girls were great. They really did pretty well. I was impressed with their attitudes and how efficiently we got through there. We didn't leave the store with like a bunch of other stuff, which is a hard thing to do at Target. That's like, there's so many cute, fun
It's
things.
like a guy going to Lowe's.
It's like a guy going to Lowe's or Best Buy or that
You go
computer
into
store that's
Lowe's.
downtown that you like to go to now.
For to get you a number 10 socket or a
You come home with the whole
7/16
set.
socket. And you
Yeah.
come home with the whole toolbox.
A whole toolbox, yes. And a new ceiling fan or a plant or whatever. Yeah, things you don't need. So we get to the checkout. Isla has commission for some gum. I'm like, yes, you can have some gum. Well, I want this bubble tape. I'm like, ew, gross. Bubble tape? And she goes, yeah, Daddy gets it for me. Does Daddy get her bubble tape, by the way?
No.
Does Daddy give her bubble tape?
Yeah, when I've had bubble tape in my possession, yes, I've shared
When do
it.
you buy bubble tape? I feel
We
like
got-
there's this whole extra like
No.
couple of hours
We've
that
had
you
bubble
have in
tape.
life that I
We-
don't know about where you're buying candy. Like when do you
There
do
was some
that?
bubble tape made its way into my stocking one year.
I didn't put that in your stocking.
You sure?
I'm pretty sure. I didn't buy you bubble tape.
Okay. Well, somehow or another, I got some bubble tape, and
Yeah?
and I ended up hiding it from myself up on the top shelf in the cupboard. As soon as you
Oh.
walk in the cupboard, up on that, I always put like candy on the very, very top shelf as soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah, you like to put things too on top of the box I have all the pharmaceuticals in too.
Yeah.
So I got to get the box down to get the kids some sinus medicine and something hits me right in the face. That's fun.
Yeah.
But keep going.
there was some bubble tape up there, and I forgot about it. So like, months and months and months later, I'm like, oh crap, bubble tape, a little extra bonus bubble tape.
Is it hard and crunchy at this point?
No, it wasn't fine. It was fine. Shoot, girl. Gum's got a pretty
Gum
damn
gets
long
soft
life
again,
shelf.
yeah.
Yeah. Shelf life. Sorry, life shelf.
So you shared it with her at some point.
I don't want to even admit how old some of the Topps baseball card bubble gum I've ate.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's the worst type of gum too.
it's bad gum, but I mean, I still ate it.
Just to see if you could?
No, but I mean, you're collecting baseball. We would buy. So I don't know. This is probably it's probably 89, 90, maybe 91, 92. You can still buy like 83 Topps in unwrapped. You could buy the whole box of packets, and sit there and just unwrap, chewing gum, and I mean, it turned as soon as you put it in your mouth, it turned into powder, and then it'd be like a couple seconds later, it would reform into gum.
It's so gross. It's so gross.
It was so.
I find that to be so ironic too, because you will throw out pickles that are past date, even if they haven't been opened.
Yeah,
which
except for the Butler's Orchard.
Yeah,
Orchard.
well,
those
don't last
ain't
very
going
long.
anywhere.
Okay, so back to the gum.
Yeah.
We're at the checkout. We get some bubble tape. Isla waits till we get in the car, and I let her have it, and she gives herself some, and she politely gives her sister some to share. Nicole's had gum plenty of times before.
Oh gosh.
And we're riding home, and we get close to the house, and Nicole says, "I'm done with my gum, Mom." And so I reach my hand back, thinking she's going to put it in my hand. And she goes, "Oh, it's okay. I already put it in my cup holder." And I was like, "Okay." I'm thinking I'll just get it out when I get home. We park the car. The girls are getting out. Nicole needs help getting out of her seat. She's got her foot in the cup holder on the left side of her car seat. And so I'm like, "Why are you?" She's like sitting and saying all weird. So I'm trying to get her out without getting us both annoyed.
She's 4, everybody.
She's 4.
This is crazy.
But she's not 4. She's
not. She's 12.
At least 12 in that mind sometimes. And so she's just like in a bad attitude. She's having a bad attitude. She's got her foot in the cup holder. And so as I'm getting her out, her foot kicks the cup holder out, and now it rolls underneath the car. I'm like, all right. I look on the other side. There's no gum in that one. I'm like, okay, well, it must be in the one under the car, which I'll fetch later. And so we get out and get in the house, and I turn around and look at her, and that gum is not in the cup holder. It's in her freaking hair.
Oh, no.
It's right here in the front of her hair, smashed.
Oh, no.
I'm like, she knew. The kid knew it wasn't in the cup holder. She was just too scared to say anything, and as she should be, because I was so mad. This girl's hair is gorgeous, which is beyond the point of the fact that she shouldn't have stuck it in there to begin with, but her hair's long. And I'm like panicked. How am I going to get this gum out?
Yeah.
And of course I take to the internet, and there's like all these like opportunities to try. And so I set her down, and I'm it's right here next to her face, and I'm holding ice cubes on it, trying to get it to like harden up so I can just pull her hair out. And she keeps going, Mom. I'm like, quit pulling. And she goes, "You're hurting me." I was like, "Don't move. Just don't move. We both need to just close your eyes. We're both going to take a 30-second time out and just make sure that this works." And so finally, like, it gets hard enough where I'm pulling it off, and we got it out. But she knew exactly what she did and lied to me the whole time. And this is the problem I have with her. Like, she'll straight look at me and just lie to me and just wait to see what I'm going to do. And I don't know how to handle that because she thinks it's funny. But yeah, this is just how like the process of our days just go. Target, bubble gum, everything's fine. And all of a sudden, boom,
I thought
gum
we were
in the
going to
hair.
have to cut her hair off.
I did too. I told her, I was like, we're going to have to cut your hair. So after I got it out, she goes, "Are we cutting my hair now, Mom?" I'm like, it didn't faze her at all. Yeah. She was just going to let me cut her into a little bob.
Wow.
She didn't care.
Wow.
I don't know what to say about that part of the attitude. I just can't figure it out. I can't figure out how to harness it either. But, we got the gum out.
Yeah.
But I'm not a fan of bubble tape. Isla keeps asking me for more, and I'm like, no, we're just going to leave that in the bag.
Bubble tape is good gum. It's kind of like the Big League Chew. Just really pure, basic, regular, just regular gum.
Yeah. I liked Big League Chew. I like the grape.
Yeah, grape is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I like it, too. I think I like bubble tape and Big League Chew because of the shape it's in. Bazooka's good, but it's square, and oftentimes like you got to chew it to get it to soften up.
Do you remember the bazooka that came in the tube? It was like squeezing toothpaste into your mouth.
No.
Was it bazooka?
I don't know.
Micah, do you remember that gum?
Micah.
I thought it was bazooka.
No, the blue's a little red and blue.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, with the cartoon.
Wave.
Have a little cartoon. You got to read a little comic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Comics.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought it was like a different, like a.
But it's
Spin-off.
really hard until you kind of like get to chewing the bazooka. It softens up a little bit, unless you want to keep it on the dash. On a hot summer day, then it'd be amazing. But yeah, like Big League Chew and bubble tape is always ready to go. I don't chew a ton of gum though.
I don't either. I don't really.
What is your go-to candy? I know it's dark chocolate's a big favorite, but like when you want, if you could eat like something tartar, sweeter candy.
Like if I'm going to a theater and I'm
not
going to get
chocolate, not like a not
Oh,
an
a
old
sweet
classic,
candy?
not classic candy. Like go to the store, walk into the convenience store and get the gaudiest, Nerds Cluster or some crazy like that.
If I'm going to go get candy, it's usually like a peanut M&M or Rolos. Those are my two favorites because I do like chocolate. But
Yeah.
if I have to get something sugary, I'm going to get Starburst.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
because they just taste the best.
Yeah. What's your favorite Starburst?
I like Pop Rocks too. Those are just fun.
What's the favorite color of Starburst?
The pink ones. I like the
I
yellow
like
ones
the orange
too.
ones. I don't know that they all.
Are
They
we
do
sh-
taste a little different, I guess.
They
Yeah,
do.
they do. They taste
definitely
different.
do.
I liked Sprees, Runts,
You like-
Razzle.
I don't like Razzles because they
Razzler.
turn into gum, and I felt
That's
like
the
that was
best
weird.
part. That you know what? Eating a Razzle, is it Razzle or Razzler?
Razzles.
Eating a Razzle is exactly like eating 10-year-old Tops bubblegum. It is. You take the Razzle and you throw it in your mouth and you start chewing and it turns into like a powder and then it forms into gum. Exact same experience
I feel
eating
like-
old baseball gum.
That's so gross.
When you're a
baseball gum.
kid or a teenager, you don't give a
No, you don't.
No.
You're like, give me that Tops gum. I'm here by myself. Who's going to judge me?
This feels
You know,
like
I'm opening up my card packs. Nobody's here
somebody
to judge
come
you.
stop me.
Nobody's here to judge me. I'm eating my gum. Trying to find my Barry Bonds.
Oh my gosh.
It was always stuck to like a really bad player too, so you didn't really care about
It's
the
not
card.
stuck to nothing.
Yeah, it was. The gum always stuck to
Never.
a card. Yeah,
It's
oh,
like
it
got this
always
sort of
was.
powder.
Yours weren't old enough, Tim.
No. It's got this powder stuff around it that keeps it from. It's like a when you're trying to make a pizza on top of a counter. You got to throw the
flour?
flour down.
The
Yeah.
flour. I don't know. I just wanted the gum. I don't know if I wanted the cards that much.
No, you just wanted the gum. Yours was probably very fresh.
Yeah, I think I stole a pack when I was really young and just got the gum and
You
I left the
lifted
cards
gum?
on there. I just wanted the gum.
Dude, you stole?
I did. That was my first.
You've never stolen anything?
Probably yes.
Yeah.
Baseball cards were.
I mean, only a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stole a pack of. I stole a pack of Lucky Strike cigarettes.
Why?
Really?
So I worked at a gas station, pumping gas, full service station. I got a speeding ticket, and my dad said, I thought, I've been around my dad's shop, listening to all them boys and guys and all his buddies talk, and then they, I had to call my lawyer to help me. He turned my speeding ticket into a muffler ticket, and this and that and other, and I heard that over and over, and I got a speeding ticket, 16 years old, and I'm like, hopefully Dad's gonna help me figure out how to turn this speeding ticket into a muffler ticket. And he goes, guess you got to get a job. And I was like, damn. So I went and got a job at a gas station down the road from where we lived on, it's that Exxon station right off of exit 36. It's closed right in front of the Waffle House. And I worked in there for a summer pumping gas. And I was going to high school. And I thought I didn't smoke cigarettes, but I was like, you know what? I kept seeing them Lucky Strikes on the wall in the box up there, and I'm like,
They were just talking to you?
I wonder what that's like. They got a filter on it or nothing. And so I stole a pack and tried to smoke them,
And then what happened?
and it was terrible. I had like one. I got.
Did it
didn't
come
get-
out? Did you like choke on it?
Well, the tobacco gets in your mouth.
That's what I mean.
I was like, what do you? Do you gotta like get a straw and stick a straw on the end of it? What do you do here? Because it's like
So
terrible.
you needed like one of those old school cigarette holders.
Yeah, like how do you smoke a Lucky Strike and the back of not get in your mouth? Fall out of the cigarette. It's I don't know. So
These are not things that Alex
Yeah.
Sims has ever
I've
been
never smoked
curious
a
about.
cigarette, so no,
Ever?
no, never.
He's so pure.
I don't think they were like when I was growing up. That wasn't really.
wasn't as popular,
in.
yeah.
It really wasn't.
but I was just so curious about a Lucky Strike and how you smoked it, so I stole them. And
Shame on you.
yeah. So I'd probably lifted something else at some point. I was living in a mill house with Mom back in like 1980, 6 years old, and we had these kids that lived across the street from us, and they were our age, and they were boys. Me and Kelly would hang out with them from time to time, but they were bad news. And even at 6 years old, I kind of felt it. Like I didn't need to. They were bad news. They weren't friendly. They wanted to hang out, but they were going to get you in trouble. And we had a gas station at the end of the road about 4 blocks away. And we went down to that gas station, and they ran in there. We went in there, and they stole something. They're like, "Go, run!" And I'm like, "I ain't stole nothing, but I'm gonna get in trouble," you know. And so I never really wanted to hang out with them anymore after that.
Didn't you tell me once that they took your shoes?
And then 2 days, 3 days, maybe a couple weeks later, I had these gray Adidas with blue stripes, and they were kind of like the soccer tennis shoe Adidas. Yeah. And I had just gotten them, and 2 weeks later, the damn kid across the street's wearing my shoes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you leave them out on the porch or something?
I don't know
like
how
they're
you got
dirty?
'em.
Yeah, your mom's probably like, get your shoes out of the house.
Yeah.
Like
I
I do.
don't know if he's put them on when he was in my house or something, but I'm
Oh.
like, hey, them look like my shoes.
Them
But-
look like my shoes.
Yeah. Hey, this is Dale Jr., and for the latest Bless Your Hardt gear, go to shop.dirtymomedia.com. We've got plenty of options for everybody and adding new stuff every day. Go to shop.dirtymomedia.com. So we talked about me going to work a job. I flew to Florida this week to be in a Hard Rock Bet shoot. I think it's going to be a commercial. There's some videos, some print. And John Daly and Mike Tyson are in this commercial. And so I've not ever met them. They actually shot on different days than me. But that was pretty neat to be able to I hadn't been on a big shoot like that in a long time. I used to do stuff like that all the time with Bud and Amp and Mountain Dew, these big, huge shoots in L.A. and all over the place. And I walked up on this house, and they had cranes and
He was very...
dozens of people running
Yeah,
everywhere.
he didn't understand really what he was walking
I
into.
didn't know. I didn't
He
have
texted
any
me, he's
idea.
like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how big this was. I'm
Yeah.
not used to this anymore.
There were about 50 extras,
Wow.
all in having this pool. They were sort of staging this pool party in the back, and man, it was fun. Felt like I was full-time NASCAR driving rock star.
Maybe that's why you had such a good day. Like it gave you some energy, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it did. It was fun. That was a lot of fun. While I was there, so we're shooting this music video at a house, or not a music video. We're shooting this video for Hard Rock Bet
Settle down, Dale.
at a house. It felt like a music video. We're shooting this content at this house, huge mansion in this neighborhood, and there was this kind man that owned this house, and his family, his wife and kids, were out of the country, and he was still staying there while this entire crew had taken over the entire house. They had put cardboard down on all the floors. All the furniture was moved out of the way into the around the edges of the room, and they had taken over every room, and were working and filming and staging and recording and doing something everywhere. There was makeup here and clothes racks over here for all the extras. They had so many clothes racks. And people just wandering all over this guy's house. And I didn't know that the owner was there, but he come up to me. He goes, "Hey, man, I got a gift for you. I own the home here." I'm like, "You're here?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Where's your family?" He's like, "Oh, my wife and kids, they're overseas. I'm just staying here during this." I was like, "I wouldn't be here. If this was happening at my house, I wouldn't want to see it. I would leave and hope for the best."
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, it's fine. I've done this. We do this so many times. You know, my wife knows some people when the house gets used like this often, so we're kind of used to it. And he said, hey, I want to ask y'all, like, on the spot, can you give me an inspirational quote that you like?
That I like?
Yeah, give me an inspirational quote, Tim's.
There's got to be
give me an inspiring quote that matters to you, that you would share with me or anyone or
like a real one, not a funny one.
Give me Tim's motto.
It doesn't matter. Like,
give me Tim's motto for life.
To do something you've never done, you have to go. I don't know. Actually, I'm messing this up. This is hard.
Yeah.
It is hard.
All right, Tim's.
Mine is always just.
Tim's,
I failed already.
You've made my point. Amy, inspirational quote.
Mine has always just been to choose joy.
Choose joy.
Choose joy.
All right.
Okay.
Like it's a simple life motto.
Yeah.
Choose joy.
So this guy says, I've got this sort of thought board that he has teenage kids, and he's like, so the day before I was at this house, there were 5 Hall of Fame NFL football players, and then tomorrow or today, John Daly's there, and then Mike Tyson will be there the 4th day. And so he is getting everyone to write a quote on this thought board for his kids. And at the top of this thought board, it says something like, messages for life or something. And he walks up and he goes, hey, I wanted to give you this gift. Appreciate you're awesome. I've been a fan of yours and watched your dad and all that. And super nice guy. And he goes, would you mind writing a inspirational quote on this board for my kids? I was going to give it to my kids. And I thought, damn, that's cool.
I can't believe you didn't write if you ain't first, you're last.
So,
I mean, that would have been like the NASCAR quote.
So
that would be funny.
Yeah.
So
he's shaking his head in shame.
Don't mean Daddy won't hear 10 times.
Yeah. So
that's right. Like,
Yeah.
So he walked out of the room and he goes, I was going to do. I said, yeah, I'll do it. No problem. And he walks out of the room, and I'm standing there. I'm going, what the hell kind of quote am I going to put on this thing? Gosh, he's getting all these other guys to write quotes. I bet they're amazing quotes. Football players, boy, they've been coached their whole lives. They've heard every great inspirational thing that could be said to them, right? So they have this, this library of all these
profound
awesome
thoughts
and stuff. And I'm like, I don't have a quote. I don't have a motto. And so I Googled quotes, and it first showed me Dale Earnhardt quotes, and I was looking through them, and I was like, oh, there's a couple good ones, but I don't need to write that. What if somebody saw this and went, that's his damn daddy's quote. That's not his quote. And so I was like, dare I Google my quotes?
Dare I do?
No
dare
way.
I Google myself?
Damn it. It's weird to Google yourself. You shouldn't do that, right? But in this instance, I'm thinking, I think I have to do it because I can't come up with a quote.
Yeah.
And I really want to deliver. And so I Googled my quotes, and one of them that said, I never wish to be anyone else. That was, there were 30 quotes, different ones, like weird, funny, stupid, silly things that I've ever said in articles and whatnot. But that one right there, it was like, I never wish to be anyone else. And that was the quote. And I was like, I can work with this. And so
I can work with me.
I know. So I went in there and I saw he's in his office, and I was like, hey man, where's this thing you want me to take care of, sign? And he shows it to me, and there it is. All the football players, just beautiful handwriting. I mean, incredibly good handwriting.
Really?
Yeah. And just all these awesome, like really good quotes about just take life by the horns, just go kick ass and be awesome. And I'm like, man, I'm glad I didn't write if you're not first, you're last, or something like cheesy.
That. Like beer calories don't count or something like that.
Yeah.
You could have written something profound.
Honey, of course
that was
that crossed my mind. But now when I went in there, I was like, yeah.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Yeah.
Boobies and buffalo shrimp or something like that.
You can't move forward looking back. I mean, there's a bunch of that fall in line with a car or racing.
I get it. But I mean, those other guys wrote something that these kids could actually benefit from. I wanted to put something on the board that they might actually read and go, I will take that advice, you know?
Yeah.
And so I wrote, I never wish to be anyone else. Be you, be confident. And I thought, you know, because I worry about my girls and their confidence.
Well, everybody's always wanting to be somebody else. Want someone else.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm worried about them having the confidence that they're good enough, and whatever whether through school or when they're working on projects or trying to create or build or do anything, that their ideas or their method or their approach is good enough. Be proud and confident in your decision and the direction you want to go. And so I was like, hey, that's good. I'll write that. And that guy was pretty happy about it. My handwriting was probably not the best, but
was it legible?
It was definitely legible.
Okay,
I was very
that's
careful.
all that matters.
I was very careful to write it.
There's no point in writing down the awesome quote if they can't even read it.
I know it. Yeah, and my handwriting's pretty bad, but I thought my handwriting was really average until I see other people's handwriting. I'm like, man, I feel like I need to go practice.
You write a lot, but you're a lefty and you turn the page completely
That's
upside
true.
down. So
well,
there's a lot of disadvantages to
there it
writing on
is.
the wall.
From this moment forward, like if somebody needs a quote or wants to know a motto,
You better have one ready, Tim.
you better have one ready.
Yeah, that's
and
tough.
mine is now.
I know what Tim's
mine is
is.
now and forever.
Life motto. If you go to Mexico, don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. Don't drink the water.
Poor Tim's had like a 2 weeks situation after his trip. He's
All
like,
right.
man,
Yeah.
I paid my dues going to Mexico.
I don't have it on me, and I wish I did. But Jerky Boys is back in the store. We've been away. I've been gone for 2 weeks without jerky. It has been torture.
That is really why his attitude got so sour.
That might be it.
That's what it was.
It has been a rough couple of weeks without jerky, and but I see Rodney Childers' kids in there. That's Rodney Childers' two sons.
Yeah, I know. I saw him walk by.
Yep. So I have an exercise that I want to do, and Tim's, you're going to do it.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
When people, so can someone be a witness to Tim's doing this act?
Okay. Do I have to do it on my own too? Because
You
do I have to do it on my own
Hold on.
phone? Do I have to? So I have a question. You can explain it first, and then I'll ask it because you might answer it for me.
go to create a tweet, and maybe you've already done this.
Create a tweet.
Maybe you've already done this. Type in, hey Grok. Hey, you know Grok,
The AI.
AI?
Yeah.
Type in, hey Grok. Who is the most famous person to visit my profile?
I didn't know what Grok was. He had to explain this to me last night. I know
Really?
what ChatGPT is, and that's as far as I go.
Did you type it?
Yeah. Do I have to tag Grok in it?
Yeah, at Grok.
So this will be visible.
You're talking to it. It will reply. It's going to respond to you.
So will everybody that follows you be able to see
If
you
you
doing
want
this?
no one to see this, don't just tag Grok first and don't put the period before it. Grok, who is the most famous person to visit my profile?
It's supposed to just show up.
At Grok. It'll respond to you in another tweet. Grok,
Oh, but they won't see it.
who's they?
People.
People won't see this if you
Will this not be an embarrassing situation?
if you
don't
start
care
to
if you
tweet
do
with at Grok.
Tim's, I'm going to do it too.
I did it. I don't see it.
And I feel like even if I didn't put it in there the right way, nobody's going to care because I don't use this.
Hold on.
So where do you find
I don't
it?
even know how to write a
It
tweet.
responds to it.
Oh, I got it.
All right.
I got it.
What's Grok say?
It says, based on mutual connections and public data, Dale Earnhardt Jr. stands out as the most famous person to visit your profile.
Did Dale set himself up for just a little
That
ego fluff
Must have
here?
been a
What the
setup.
fuck?
Must have been a
I'm
setup.
sure that mine
it
is
was
going to
like-
say the same thing.
What if it was like Sydney Sweeney? What would you do there?
Oh,
like if she
man, what would
popped
you
up,
do?
I would
You
you her right
pants.
away.
Why would you your pants?
Okay. You would your pants.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
your pants.
He's already his pants plenty.
I
We're
don't
done
think I
here.
have much- I don't think I think I
pants.
have anything left to do that.
Mine won't just go. Mine won't even send out.
Who else has Twitter? All right.
Okay, it went out. My app is out of date, it says.
Oh,
Amy's
Shocked.
Amy doesn't have X. She has Twitter. Amy,
Did it
Elon
even go?
hasn't even bought Twitter yet on Amy's phone.
No.
it's still Twitter, not X.
Does anyone else want to play? Anybody else?
Grok.
I see a lot of phones out
I do.
and
Who
people.
is most famous person to visit my...
Did you get a reply?
Yeah, mine's Sean Mendez.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But he follows me on Twitter. So
Oh,
He does?
all right.
I had a fan birthdays. Embarrassing.
Wait. You
But he
fangirled
hey,
so
but he-
hard that he followed
He
you
follows
back?
you. Yeah.
He's like, I got to keep an eye on this girl.
I was like 14, okay?
She might be a little unhinged.
Let's stay close.
Well,
Who
that's
is that?
funny.
He's a singer.
Okay.
Oh, it's
There we
in my
go.
drafts.
See, that's
drafts.
better than Dylan Hart Jr.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like you did set us up a little
James.
I don't have an account. Yeah.
James, the
Amy
Lone
can't-
Ranger.
Amy has an account.
Mine
and can't
w-
even tweet.
My won't let me.
Yeah.
It won't even let me tweet.
Well, I really have. So I've seen people do this on social media, and I see it in my I haven't tweeted it yet to see what it might say about mine, but I was like, man, let's get Tim's to do this. That would be fun to see.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I mean, I really want to know now.
I know. Do
It's
you want
driving
me to
crazy.
try to work on it for you?
Yes. What the hell? 4 people. Where is it?
Amy responded. It said me, and
And now there's other people,
other people
responding
are
back. You
It was public.
people are like, Dale Jr., are you seeing this? Amy, whoa, what's this activity going on here?
no Gronk or whoever the Grok is
Grok.
has
What'd you say,
responded.
Yes, he did.
Donnie's like, Amy
No,
freaking Earnhardt.
Amy, Grok did respond.
Well, what is it?
Read it.
Just you?
Yes.
You're doing this on purpose.
That's so
Has anybody else responded to your tweet?
No, nobody.
Just
Mine's just me and Grok.
Go ahead and delete it before anybody sees it.
That's so funny.
Should I respond with damn it?
I'm gonna retweet Amy's.
No, don't do it.
Let me get there. Oh, screenshot.
Well, thanks for embarrassing me. Now I won't use Twitter again for the next 10 years.
Yeah, it's his first tweet
It's pretty
in
shameful.
a while.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey guys, Dale and I are in the Dirty Mo Media studio for Bless Your Hardt today, and we are here for your questions for Ask Amy. We're excited that you're here. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe on our YouTube page, and also don't forget to check out all of the merch at shop.dirtymomedia.com. All right, Timmy, what you got?
All right. Well, I haven't called Timmy since high school.
I know,
Oh my
sorry,
God.
that just flew out.
My God. My God. First question's from Jerry. He wants to know who initiates going on vacation and who does most of the planning.
I would say I do the planning. I don't know. We kind of initiate. It just depends on what it is. Dale's not going to go anywhere unless somebody else has teed it up.
Sorry.
Dale, turn your phone off. He's laughing at himself.
No, I'm on our live chat. It's us.
Why are we
live.
doing this?
So I can engage with the
Oh.
group.
I would say
morning.
me.
Good
Do
morning.
you do
says
it?
Yes.
Do you
Dewey.
both initiate and
Dewey
plan?
says good morning.
He has places he wants to go, and he leaves it up to me to like find the location, do the hotel, and do all the organizing.
Yeah.
For the most part. And is that right? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
If Dale wants to go anywhere, he's like, it's his typical Key West or somewhere he's been before. But if something new is arising, it's because I brought it up.
Yeah.
Barbara wants to know why you call me Ralph.
So I started calling Dale Ralph because he didn't hear me call him Dale anymore. Like when we first started dating, if I wanted his attention, especially when he was at the racetrack all the time, if I said Dale, he was not going to turn around and look at me. So I started calling him Ralph just to get his attention, and he swiveled very quickly. So I'm like, okay, that's it. I'm just going to call him Ralph, and it just stuck.
Yeah.
And now he kind of likes it. It's like an endearing.
It is. No one
Nickname.
else calls me that.
Yeah, it is his first name.
Yep.
Yeah. I like that. Next question. Spencer needs some help based off you guys taking the kids to Hershey Park a couple weeks ago. He's taking his kids, 6 and 2, to a theme park for the first time. Any tips to help make the day go smoothly?
Okay, that's a lot to do, especially with this heat. So I would say make sure you have your stroller for the 2-year-old,
Yes.
or a double for both, just in case they need a timeout.
Go get the cheapest, junkiest stroller you can find.
Or rent one at the park if they do that.
Yeah,
And don't haul
Don't
yours.
worry about, just take it just because they're going to want you to carry them.
Yeah. Or you're
And
going to have
it's hilly.
Yeah.
It's hilly there.
It is hilly.
At the chocolate.
And you're going to
place.
buy stuff, so you need like storage compartments for all the stuff.
That's true.
I would say also get those clip-on rechargeable fans, so you have those. Those are, I mean, if you have a 2-year-old and
Yes.
there's going to be a nap or something, if you're going all day, I would suggest doing that. They have a water park, which we did not do, so like there's just something to think through. But we ended the day making chocolate bars. I definitely think that's a good way to end the day versus starting the day.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a little bit of a process, and then you
It
get
is
to
a
ride a ride at
process.
the end, and it's cool. So it's just a good way to end. And there's just like a gigantic store full of all types of candy,
Yeah.
which you don't want to walk around the park with. So
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. There's a few rides that are for the 6-year-old that like are kind of in between that are fun. So like everything's a little spread out too. So you have to make sure I would hit those first, to be honest, because there's not that many of them. Like 2 roller coasters that Isla did, the Super Duper Looper, and then what was the other one? Casper?
No, Comet.
Comet.
Or, I think it was
Comet.
Comet.
Yeah, Comet. Hit those first, and then just stay in the kiddie park area, so it's just easier for you.
Yeah.
But
Good
it's
advice.
a great time. The
Yeah.
kids keep talking about it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's really good. This next one, also advice from Brooke. She needs help. She's breaking up with this guy. And she's only been on 3 dates with him, and she just doesn't see it go anywhere. But her question is, do I even need to break up with him, or can I just ghost him?
I would say ghosting is like the easy way out, but also you're going to feel guilty about doing that. I would just tell him like, hey, this isn't working. I think you're great, but let's just be friends.
3 dates, though.
That feels like an easy...
Yeah.
After 3 dates, how connected are we?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Clearly they're not.
Easier to ghost there. Like, you just, not. They kind of get
But
the
that's
hint.
just so rude. Like, why are we doing that?
I have some advice in this.
Take her to the axe throwing thing?
Nope.
Or
I just have a motto.
Okay.
This isn't something I would have written on the thought board. It actually does. It works across. It works for everything.
Okay.
The hardest thing to do is usually the right route to take.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like, if you say, it's easy just to say screw it, not call them, just going about my life. Yes, that is the easy way to do it. But the best way to do it is usually the hardest way. Which
and
would be,
it's good for your character.
it'd
to
be the
do
most
that.
uncomfortable and awkward, but it's the right way.
You're going to feel better about
Right.
just, even if it's just a text message, you can send that and just be done with it. I send it and block him. Like, at least you said
Damn.
something.
Block
I don't
him.
know
I mean,
about
that's
that.
hard.
Rude.
He won't know.
Rude.
Mute him, block him, whatever.
Oh my God.
Broke
did
up
I
with him
do?
and blocked
It just
him.
depends
He's
on
like,
what this
wow.
poor
I got
fellow-
dumped and blocked. Double whammy.
At least it's better than being
God
ghosted
almighty,
with no
Amy.
answers.
It's just a bad day. I didn't do anything
man, that would
bad.
break my heart. That'd rip my heart out.
Your heart's already broken, I think.
I
Either
know,
way.
but you like ripped it out and then you stomped on it. You didn't have to block me. I wasn't gonna harass you.
Oh my God. Well,
Golly.
maybe he will. I
Holy
feel that's a
Wait for that.
situation
Wait
she's
for
going to
the
have to
harassment.
deal with that.
Wait for the harassment before you go block. I mean, if you break up with somebody and then they're calling you 2 days later going, man, kind of can you rethink this? That's when you say, all right, nope, gonna have to block you. I told you I didn't want anything to do with this. Not interested. I'm moving on.
I don't know. I feel like it's just better to sever it all together. If
Jeez.
you have said your piece, which you absolutely should do,
Are you gonna?
and if you wait to get a response and he's like, okay, cool, then maybe you don't block. But what's the point? Or just delete his contact. I don't know.
Amy's gonna break up with you, block you, and then get a restraining order.
yeah.
On the
Listen,
same
when
day.
I move on, I am moved on.
I want to see it, hear him. I don't want
Hear
to
about
ever
it,
see that
smell
again.
it, sniff it, look at it. No.
Okay. There's a question in the chat from Richard. He wants to know, when Dale and you decided to go steady, what song did you put on repeat?
Hell yeah, this is a good question.
We didn't have any songs on
No,
repeat.
not us. You.
no.
What song were you listening to?
Yeah.
Was
Like,
Sex
yeah.
on Fire?
Oh,
Oh,
You remember that song?
yes, I do.
What's the band's name?
God dang.
Kings of Leon.
Yeah, Kings of Leon.
All right.
great
That's
song.
a good
Of
song.
course.
Yeah, it is a good song.
That came out too, right about when we were dating.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. All right, good
Jeez.
question, Richard. Somebody in the chat also wants to know how the Luke Combs music video was.
How was the Luke
Dale.
Combs video?
Great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Luke texted me and said, "Hey man, I got an idea. I want you to be in this video." I said, "I'm in, no matter what." And they said, "Hey, I want you to." They were like, "We're thinking next gen car at Charlotte Motor Speedway." I was like, "All right," and went about a day. And getting a next gen was hard. NASCAR didn't have one that we could use. It was just not easy. I have a late model shop with 2 late models sitting over there. So we wrapped them and went to Tri-County Speedway. And when you listen to the song, it does sound like a grassroots, getting back to your old roots kind of vibe. I was like, I ain't never going to run a next gen car. That's not authentic. So let's
Late
not
model
do
made
that.
more sense.
Let's go run a late model, shine a light on short track racing. And I think it'd be cool for people that are fans of Tri-County or fans of local short track racing to see Luke at their track, doing something at their place. So that's got to be pretty cool.
Also, Dale wanted to test at that track too, so we got to do that the
I
same
did need
day.
some
Kind
land.
of work
Nice.
that
I'm
in.
supposed to race there in October, so I did need to run. I'm going to go there and test, and so that was kind of a nice way to break the ice.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah. I have not ran laps at Tri-County in about 20 years. I took Jeremy McGrath, the championship motorcycle, I took him he ran a late model stock for us about 7 times one year. Jeremy McGrath did, and had Monster Energy on it. And so I took him to Tri-County and tested, and I drove the car a little bit that day, and it was about 20 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man,
Been a minute.
I've lived a life.
Yeah. You
You lived a
many
few kitty
different-
lives.
Life lived. I'm telling you.
should have put that on the board.
Now he's only speaking in quotes.
yeah, exactly. There's a ton of them coming.
Turn him off.
Yeah. I'm just a quote machine now.
Jake wants to know what's the story about getting Junebug and Gus, and is there a certain dog breed you'd like to adopt or get in the future?
So Dale had a production company, Hammerhead, previously, and he was doing a shoot. And Regina, who you might remember, she used to work upstairs, had a Pomeranian, and it was tiny. It was just a little puppy. And I live right around the street corner, and he's like, "You got to come down here. You got to see something. I need you to see something." And I get up there. I have no idea what he wants me to see until I see this dog. And he's like, "That's what I wanted you to see." This dog was like this tiny little poof ball, like a cotton ball, just hopping around. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is precious. I've never seen a Pomeranian before." My cat that I had all through college was staying at his house. I was starting to go out on the road with him. And old Oscar figured out how to use the dog door. And he lived happily ever after in the woods. We found him a couple of times that he just wouldn't come back. He was happy. And so he talked me into getting a Pomeranian so that I could take him with me on the road and it would be a little easier. Mm-hmm. And so we found Junebug. And then years later, after we lost Killer, I think it was about 3 or 4 years later, we lost Killer, our boxer, and Dale's like, "I want an Irish setter. I had one when I was a kid. I really want another setter." So I got online and was like researching. There are not a whole lot of those around here.
Yeah.
The rescue groups didn't have any. And so I found a breeder in Oregon that had 3 puppies. 1 was already spoken for and 2 were available. And so by the time I called her, really there was only 1 available. And Gus was actually getting ready to go to Germany for a guy that was doing dog shows and things like that over there. And I had told her who I was buying the dog for, and that this dog was going to like have a great life, and we wanted the calmer of the 2 if we could have that. And so she's like, "Well, actually, the calmer of the 2 is about to go to Germany, but let me talk to my guy because he's bought dogs for me before." And so she talked him into taking the other puppy, and I flew out to Oregon after we dropped you off in Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah, we dropped all off in Phoenix. I went up to Oregon and got this puppy and brought him back to the racetrack. So like, he was a little bit of a chore trying to find, but Dale was very, very dead set on having another setter.
Yeah. Strange thing is like I've got a picture of me and Rocket. That was my first.
Yeah.
That was my original Irish setter. Dad had brought Rocket home. Rocket was come from a litter that I think Hal Houston, who is Teresa's dad, had a Irish setter, and this Rocket come from a litter that they had. And so, but Rocket was like at full grown is like 3/4 of what Gus is. So I thought I was getting this, big but small dog, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And Gus is like a
He's a giant. He's a
Giant
beast
dog.
of a
He's
dog.
giant. And man,
He's 100 pounds and he's
Wow.
not overweight. And
No.
he's just tall. He can
Yeah.
walk straight up to the dining table and put his head on there.
Yeah.
He's just big.
Wow.
And he is moody as hell. Like
He's a little moody.
He loves you in the morning. It's so funny because in the morning, he's up. We're 8:00. We're kind of all getting up. You can go over there and lay on him and rub him, and he's happy and he's lifting his head, and he's like, yeah. You go over there and do the exact same thing at 8:00, 9:00 at
When
night,
he's gotten in his bed in the room,
and he is growling.
do not approach.
It's like a growl, like you really think he could bite you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Like it ain't like it's a real deal. Like, do not F with me.
He's always done that to Dale.
Yeah.
He doesn't always do that to me, but he did that to me the other day. He's got ear infections, and I was trying to put his cone on him because I didn't want him licking his paws. And sometimes
Yeah.
he does that when he's just annoyed. And he started growling at me, and I just kept going. I'm like, "You're getting this freaking
Yeah.
cone on your head. I'm not dealing with this."
Yeah.
Dale's like, "Amy, stop it. He's gonna bite you." I'm like, "No, he's
Yeah, I
not."
was like, I never heard him growl at Amy like that. I was
Yeah.
getting nervous.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, we love both of them. They're just vastly different
Yeah.
spectrums of dogs, and they get along most of the time. Sometimes
Most
they
of the
don't.
time, man.
Irish setters, all I've met, they're pretty moody in general. I
Yeah.
think I know a few of them.
Interesting.
Yeah. So
I don't remember Rocket being nothing but just he was an outside
lap.
dog though,
Yeah.
and that's what I thought Gus was going to be. And Amy's like, no. I was like,
We're
honey,
gonna have this
gotta-
dog in the coach. We're
we
gonna have
gotta
this
put
dog
him
in the
outside,
airplane.
man. He wants to chase birds. And let him out there.
No.
And Amy's like, this dog ain't living outside. I'm like, yeah, he's going to live outside. That's what Irish setters do.
Mhm.
But he's not. He's an inside dog.
No.
Yeah. Domesticated now.
He likes to drink the water out of the faucet.
What? Really?
So we took the dog to the motor coach immediately. He was like in and out of the bus. And then he got tall enough where he could get to the faucet and he wanted water. At one point it was raining. I'm like, you know what? I'm not taking you outside anymore. I'm done drying you off. And so I just turned the faucet on in the bathroom and he just started drinking out of the faucet. And so now he thinks that that's what
Yeah.
he's supposed to do.
Wow.
Every night he comes, when you're over there brushing your teeth, he comes over to the sink.
Yeah,
It's
he's
all
like,
right, out of the way.
Move over.
Move over. I'm going
That's
to drink
funny.
some water.
That's really
It's
funny.
funny as hell.
Yeah.
I got one more for you from Janelle. She and her husband are about to go into business together, and she's worried that she's going to be really annoyed by seeing him 24/7 right now. Do you have any advice of what she can do to like not be annoyed at him for seeing him too much?
Ooh, that's hard.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool thing to be able to do that with your spouse. But yeah, that's always a concern that you're going to spend so much time together. I think back to what we were saying earlier about prefacing if you have an annoyance and you just need to vent or if you need help, make sure that you try to keep like the hats on while you're at work and then take them off when you're not and then talk to each other with that friendly
Where's the
tone
situation?
in mind.
They're going into business together.
They're going to be around
Yeah.
each other all the time.
Yeah. So she's worried about she's going to get
Wordplay.
super annoyed by
Yeah.
him, and
Yeah.
it's going to maybe spill over.
Is she already annoyed with him?
Yeah, that's what I would love to know.
I think that it'll be fine. You just have to remember to like take a breath before you say anything. Don't just try to make sure you like keep it friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I like the way you said to separate the work and home.
Yeah, church
Make
and
sure the
state.
hats are on where they're
Yeah.
going. I like
Which is
that.
hard to do.
Yeah,
But
very hard.
I've seen it happen here. Like it's possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Well,
advice.
they should look at it as opportunity to support each other, but also talk each other. Everybody, here's a quote: "Everybody's going to need talking off a ledge at some point," and so that don't look at it like, "Oh damn, we're going to be around each other. I'm worried." Look at it like, "Hey, I'm lucky I'll have this person around all the time to help me make the right decision, not make the wrong decision here, discuss what should we do about this or buying that or investing here or whatever to grow the business."
Yeah.
You're
Your
gonna
mindset
have-
does have everything to do
That's a
with
good
it.
point.
You're going to have somebody in your corner, somebody you can trust. Like, man, when you get into business, you're working with people that aren't family, that you think have your best interest at heart, but you'll know that person absolutely is in it for the right reasons. And so I think it's incredible. It should work really good.
I like that. It's good advice.
But go outside and scream every once in a while if you need to. And then,
Yeah.
You should have 1 hour to scream at each other every night.
we're going to end the day with just screaming and then we'll go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take it home.
Yeah. Don't drive to work together. Maybe
Yeah,
take
maybe that's
separate
right.
cars.
Yeah, there you go.
Set the tone for your day in your own car with your own music.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Find some separate time. That's
Yeah.
good. But that's all we got for Ask Amy today.
All right, guys. Thank you for your questions.
Yeah,
we had a fun show today.
Yeah, we've had a lot of fun talking about some
Random
wild
things.
stuff.
As we do.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it. So we'll be looking for that feedback online. Love hearing all y'all's opinions about the show. So keep that coming. I watch everything everybody ever posts on my social media, especially on Instagram comments, but also on X or Twitter. So keep the feedback coming. We love it.
All right, guys. Thank you for a great show. Dale and I had a lot of fun talking about, all of our fun things, cussing, bubble tape, back to school shopping, and Dale's got another quote for you guys to
I do?
end our show. Yeah.
Okay. When your opponent is destroying himself, do not interrupt.
All right, guys. Thank you again. Please hit subscribe on our channels, and also don't forget to check out our merch at shop.dirtymomedia.com. See you next week.